Hello everyone, it's Tuesday evening, and that means we're streaming. I'm Oni Black Mage, and this is more Force Gemini. Again, one of my favorite games ever made, and we're just doing a quick playthrough of it. Something to enjoy the holidays for. Let's go through with Vela real fast. Begin her story, because I think her story unlocks the planet that I get the homing missiles from. And that is too good. Plus, her level starts off with one of my favorite levels and favorite themes of games, which is this one, the segment. Love this. Hey Ragnarok, how are you? So with this segmentation of the playthrough, we're switching over to Vela, Juno's twin sister, as she went and, after soon as she was released, she went to go chase where Lupus went. Though he got on a spawn ship, and she's basically going back to the segment that was invading Goldwood to begin with. I am doing well. I have a toothache going on though. I have to see a dentist sometime pretty soon, although go figure it's going to be around this time of year where I'm not really going to have time till next month, so I'm just going to deal with it for now. Good old grenades. One thing that's interesting in this one is that each sibling has its own armament, so whatever one person picks up, the other person can never get. So it's important in some cases where, and I'm trying to remember in some cases, where there are upgrades for like the tri-rocket launchers or the homing missiles, you kind of want to leave those for Juno because Juno's the one who has to fight the final boss. Let me know if the balance between music and sound is good. I definitely want to make sure you guys can hear this because I love this particular level's song. It's so good. Such a good theme. Oh, that's right. I forgot. One thing I also enjoy about this particular level is look how bright it is. This feels like a good sci-fi setting, in my opinion, has a vibrant assortment of colors. That's one of the things I love about, say, Mass Effect 2, my favorite installment of Trilogy, because you go to such colorful, interesting places. Not everything is dark, drab, brown, and gray, which is such a common thing across many modern games that value, say, visual fidelity. Is that they use all that visual fidelity to make incredibly dull visual palettes. And I never understood that. It's like, why with more power do you produce less? There's one more thread here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. We want to go left first before right because I think there's a health upgrade over there. I'm also coming down with a little bit of a sickness and I'm doing my best to stave off as I continue working on Lost Odyssey. Mainly because, you know, I've been doing my best to stay focused on working through the holidays because, you know, I work retail and this is Black Friday week. And it's so incredibly exhausting. Yep, there it is. I think this is the machine gun, I think. That, I know I've definitely caught something from the thousands of people I've interacted with this past week. And so because of that, definitely caught something from someone, but I'm doing my best to make sure it doesn't ruin the rest of my week. After all, Christmas holiday is now just a few weeks away, and so I have to stay healthy for that. Then in January, I can go see a dentist and do something about this toothache I have. That's right, these are the enemies that now have... Man, got crazy whiffing over here. I hate being so danger close to the grenades, but sometimes these guys are so squirrely. Stop moving, stop moving. If I'm not mistaken, I think going through this bottom door opens up a key that I need later. Yeah, I need to kill all three of them before I can get past that, but I need the grenade before I can get past there. There we go. Oh, I have no grenades. Okay, well, cool. Well, let's see if we can barrel through this. Oh no, it's a life force door. Nope. Gotta come back with more ammo. I know I have to come back through there, though. Shaking off the rust. Shaking off the rust. Red key. I think the red key is nearby. Oh no, I have grenades. Okay, cool. Falling damage, forgot about that. I wouldn't have thought that that was so far. Now I meant to ask you, what prompted your newfound love for Vagrant Story? I guess you just played it for the first time? have to get down here. And he gives me the red key. Basically, in a nutshell, he was saying, hey, I just got swept up in the ship, but my home planet's down below. If you get down there, find my brother, and we'll give you something awesome to go kill these guys with. And you're like, alright. Magenta key, which is different from the red key. I know what you meant. It moved you. I'm assuming you mean the story, right? Oops, let's get a refill on these guys. Huh. It's interesting because my favorite Final Fantasy character is not a protagonist. But if you're asking me who my favorite Final Fantasy protagonist is... so cheeky. Jeez, Swiss cheese there. I do forget that sometimes it's worth going back and just to refill your health. Because in this game, it will cut you down so fast. It is so easy to die. Whoops. Phew. Thank God she ledge grabbed. Which version of Hope, though? Regular Hope when he's a kid, Hope when he's an adult, or Simulation Hope from Lightning Returns? you know, he's been through different transformations. So regular kid Hope from 13. I do like the arc that Hope goes through. I like characters that change dynamically, but for believable reasons. I like the light and the illumination in this tunnel. I don't know why, it reminds me of something out of Star Wars. I don't care for his weapon being a boomerang, but there have been worse weapons. But Hope I like in general. I also like his, I like his Eidolon. I like him wielding Alexander. That's a cool design for Alexander. I mean, I like pretty much most of the Eidolons in 13. That's right, I remember there being a upgrade down here. I liked, one of the characters I liked from 13. I actually like most of the cast, because the cast all had really good motivations. One of the things I liked was Saz in particular, because I felt he was a good father character. There are many exaggerated versions of fathers, or people who just happen to have kids. But Saz, I felt, was definitely one of those where it definitely looked and seemed like he was a father. Like, the way he worried for and cared for his kid, it was very well done. I forgot that in this room it's all these guys. One bullet left in the chamber. Oh, come on. Whoa. Dodge that bullet. Give me that 5 health. That's alright. I understand what you're trying to say. Jeez. You guys are Swiss cheesing me. Stay still. Oops. Pause because I have work calling me. Alright, I'm back. It sucks because even though it's my day off, I still get called from work. And I hate being treated as tech support. Where it's like, hey, this thing's not... Where it's like, hey. I can't help you over the phone. Don't... Like, stop giving me these problems that I really can't control or do anything about. I'm gonna leave and get some health, because I'm rough for health here. Alright, did the health things regenerate down here? I hope so. They don't. Alright, that sucks. Oh. That's 10 more than I had before. One of the things I always liked, and my friend never agreed with, was the battle system for 13. I personally always enjoyed it. I like the stagger system, I like the paradigm system. I like it, it's fun. Thirteen's one of those where, since it's been, you know, 10 years, I feel people have forgotten, only because they haven't played, a lot of the grief some people gave it when it first came out. This game can be so cruel. It wants you to use grenades and the machine gun against these guys with the shields, but it only gives you pistol ammo. Amazing, thank you. I thought Snow was fine. Snow's motivation was always clear-cut. His methodologies were pretty dumb, but he himself was at least pretty clear-cut with his what he wanted to do and why he wanted to do it. Oops. See, it's just a lot of people are like, oh, just mash X to win. You kind of can't do that, though. Because if you are doing that, that means you're not switching paradigms, you're not timing your attacks for staggering. And that means you're also not tackling on, like, other bosses. Final Fantasy XIII is the first Final Fantasy game that introduced a menu system that allowed you to quit out of a boss battle. Because they knew that many people's setup were being so bad, they would just get killed. You can't just mash X to win. It doesn't work that way. You cannot brute force your way past Final Fantasy XIII. And that's something I like. You can brute force your way past many Final Fantasies. You cannot brute force your way past 13. And people who say otherwise have not played the game. Because if that's the case, I'd be like, cool, show me proof of you mashing X past this boss. Show me proof. If you do that, I will absolutely shut up. Because you can't do it. Because you cannot infinitely level in this game, because you can only level to a certain point, your stats will always be capped, which means you have to adopt strategies to survive against many certain encounters. This is another planet whose theme I love. I love this theme. And some health will be appreciated, good lord. Let's see, in this planet you have to find 3, How did that blow up in my face? That sucks. Blew it out of my hand. Wow, I keep blowing it out of my hand. Good shot. So it's a health upgrade. We have to come back here to get the tri-rocket launcher. So I'm going to leave that for later because that'll be our health pickup. Basically, there's a giant frozen ice planet, but you really don't see too much of it because after this point, we're going to be going underground. Third gold bar. Go back. One thing I like that I wish that they would make a little bit more accessible is I like how they ported most of the Final Fantasy games, but they didn't port the first 6 or 13 to any sort of renditions again. Because, you know, they reposted 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, and 12. So now pretty much anyone on any system can play those now. It's very easy. Me, I just disagree with it being so restrictive. It's like, come on. Let everyone play everything. Like, what have you got to lose, seriously? I only played Final Fantasy XII when it first came out, and I played it again for recapitation, but I never played the Zodiac version, which was the Japanese version that later got ported here to America. I never played the Zodiac one, so I actually have no idea how the job system works. I don't think it needed one. But I can say I didn't care for the license board system. Because the license board system, I felt promoted grinding. Oops. Alright, you know, if you guys are gonna run forever, screw you. I'm not coming after you. I hate it when the enemies do that. I never had a problem with the job system because when you give freedom to create, most people just usually end up making roles and positions that are like jobs anyway. It's just giving people the illusion of choice. Because when you are like, oh, well, we have so many ways, like, you can make so many combinations and blah. Yeah, you could, but you're not going to. Unless you want to deliberately give yourself a very bizarre challenge, most people are going to make an offensive character, a healing character. If they really feel like being creative or tactical, they'll make a tank character. But most people aren't going to do that. Most people make stuff that end up being job roles anyway. So they're just deluding themselves and thinking, hey, I have the freedom of choice to make whatever I want. People still like that freedom of choice, but I always like to point out that, hey, it's just an illusion. For example, a lot of people like to believe that a lot of people like when they have the illusion of choice with dialogue choices, where, like, you know, a game gives you multiple dialogue options, but really, if you actually took the time to explore, most of the dialogue options are actually kind of the same thing. It's the same thing. Class creation systems versus hard class options is kind of the same thing. I think I made a commentary one time when I just made a short little editorial video called Why Classes. .12 is very long. I don't know if I would want to play that all the way through again just to experience the job system. It's very cool. That certainly adds a new twist to things, but
tunnels are dangerous. I remember there's a sneaky one right around the corner here. Yeah, it sounds like if that's the way you're describing it, then it seems a little rough and arbitrary, but I don't know. Kill all these bugs. Actually doing okay on machine gun ammo for once. So what are you talking about the international job system? Is, from what I understood, there's only the international system because the Zodiac Age is just the international system. But you're, I guess, insisting that it's not. I thought it was the same thing. I guess I'd have to go online to look up a version of differences, because I was under the assumption this entire time that it was the same thing. Have I been here before? I think I have. Nope, I have not. I remember these pods busting apart and becoming little gross grubs you had to kill. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's a couple bears back here. Yep. Perfect. One thing that's weird about that planet is I don't think you ever have to visit that planet again. I like this again. If I'm somewhere where I don't want to be, I just... Blam, I can immediately move and go to where I want. We need to go and do the alternative exit of this, because I need to get Juno his homing rockets. And I think it's the alternate exit through here, I believe. I think it's interesting that 12 would make 3 versions of itself then. I was always under the assumption it was just 2 of them. I'll be honest, a lot of those hunts were headaches. So you saying more hunts, I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm not such a big fan of that, because some of those hunts were just so ridiculous. In just the base game alone. Yeah, there we go. This is the second exit. If I'm not mistaken, I think there's snipers everywhere. Where is this sniper? Oh, there it is. Oop, I need that. It's funny, in aiming for that one guy, I shot that other guy's head off. That was a complete fluke. I'm glad these guys are dropping high health, though, because I need it. Gotta check corners. Might be getting close to the end here, I think. Heard a grenade. I think I got both of them just then, but alright, I'll take it. You know, Ragnarok, you always strike me as a very sociable person, where you're talking on a lot of different servers and discords to a lot of people. If you don't mind my asking, about how many discords are you on concurrently? So I'll be honest, that always strikes me as a lot of work. There's one door, and then I remember there's the other one that's the actual exit. Alright, this is the bait because... That's a lot of guys. A lot of little babies here. Man, 20-something strikes me as such a high number, I gotta say. I think the other one has one of those assassin guys in them, and I have to shoot him really fast. I think. Are most of those Final Fantasy themed ones, I would assume? There's one more. Where are you? There it is. Alright. Got him. Now we can leave. That was only 8 minutes. I felt like so much longer. Well, I appreciate you hanging by and always talking. You always seem to have something to say and contribute. Usually whenever I'm in a large group or like a public forum setting, I'm more the lurker than the talker. At most, I'll like silently like thumbs up or thumbs down something. One thing I thought was, this is cool except for the fact that it's unskippable. I like the slow pan across how long this level is. Unfortunately, this is not really a level because there's not really much to do. It's more of a bonus secret area. But the fact that there's bonus secret areas to go to is so cool. Because, like, what's the point of this area? Are there going to be enemies running around here? Sort of. And you're like, whoa, whoa. There must be enemies because there's a life force door. You're like, well, that was easy. Is that really it? That can't be it. There's gotta be something new here because there's a ammo crate for something I don't have yet. And then you come by. Homing missiles. So good. Easily one of the best weapons in the entire game is a homing missile. Then you come across this guy. Diamond Giza. And then you're like, oh, so that's what I could do with all these tokens. What sucks is that the game never tells you how many tokens you have. But this is the only spot, other than pre-boss rooms, where you can fill up all your weapon ammo. Because there aren't ammo crates for some of the weapons, like cluster bombs, for example. Kinda sucks. But then, once you got the, crowbar, now you can enter this bottom area. So secret areas within secret areas. I love it. And you're like, alright, there's threats here. I always like the little humor of just like a little fish tank being in the middle of nowhere. Alright, my job's calling me again, hold on. Alright. One thing I do like about this game is that even though it's so easy to kill you, and you could die very easily, this game isn't so unforgiving and unfair, where you die, you just have to quote-unquote get good. All of the enemies that you kill, they stay dead. I hate when the enemies run back and forth like this. Stop that. Stop that. Damn it. I'm being too reckless anyway. I'm trying to be cheap and conserve my ammo when I should just be killing these guys from a distance. Each one of their shots take off like 5 points of damage though. It really does hurt. I'm just being way too reckless. I don't remember there being music at this part. Okay, I'm about to say. And you're like, what the heck was the point of all that? It just goes up there. And they realize, oh wait, I need to get up there somehow. But you can't. So there's definitely another one of those areas where it's a small little area, but you realize you have to come back. Unskippable scenes. Hurry up. Alright, so the next area we're going to go to is we're going to go back to Goldwood. And we're going to go back to the front part where there was a path we didn't take. There are actually two paths we didn't take. One we can't go back to until we have the magenta key. But one is going to be a Floyd mission, which we need to do. And the other one is... I don't know if it goes to the asteroid or the mining colony part. I guess we'll find out. I think it goes to the asteroid. No, yeah, it might go to the UFO. What's rough is that you can't skip past the certain parts and certain sections, so you just kind of have to go through very quickly a lot of these early parts and just go through it. shot that guy, but I'm glad he doesn't hold it against me. Oh, sorry, so remember this area in the beginning we couldn't get through these doors before? Well, now we have explosives. So now we can get through these doors. I think you can also use regular grenades, but trying to get grenades to land in the right spot to blow up a door is very, very challenging because they bounce way too much. Let's try one of these stupid things. Was that really it? It was just those two things? Eh, whatever. Where is that last enemy? They run away so fast. Those lifelock doors literally exist just to make you, just to force you to keep going through. What I find funny is that a lot of people think that, given the content that I produce in the early years, that I only ever played RPGs like Final Fantasies and Kingdom Hearts. And I remember finding it so hilarious that everyone's like, wow, what, you play like Resident Evil and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, in fact, I love horror games. I love horror games as much as I love RPGs. You just don't see it that often, because there aren't too many ones to talk about. Okay. We have to get a bronze medal in this mission for it to count. This is an optional mission. And my much-hated voidness. But the good news is we don't have to do amazing. We just have to get a bronze. And then it counts. Inverted controls. I also hate how you can't just spam fire. That should be enough to get bronze. I know you don't have to get all these things, you have to get like enough. I think you have to get at least 6 of each of these. There we go, bronze. I'll take the bronze. Alright, we're going back to the beginning of Goldwood. Oh, wait, we can't leave Goldwood when we're already in Goldwood? Alright. Yeah, and I love the music in this world. If you ever have a chance, listen to like a playlist of the full game. It's really good. I guess if the game is telling me to hoof it all the way back, then I guess we hoof it all the way back. I'm just gonna take a long route around and listen to this awesome background music. Just to be ignoring all these people. There we go. Wasn't so bad. When you're leaving, it's very easy. There's no barriers for leaving. Oh, that reminds me. Before we do this, in the secret area, were any of those expansions for the rocket launcher or homing missile? Nope. Something even later then. That's one thing I really like too about this game is that most planets have multiple exits. And some of those multiple exits lead to different planets. And you know, they're really only stages, but at the same time it's really cool to conceptualize them as a planet. I love how this guy's like a deterrent. Like, oh, he's a really big guy and he's really tough. I think this one has shurikens in it. Yep, shuriken. So the shuriken's cool because the shuriken actually cuts through shields. It's the best thing against those annoying shielded guys. Oh, you know what? I think this is only for shurikens. I don't think it actually does anything else. This isn't the extra exit. Never mind. The other exits must be with Vela and Lupus. Watch those extra ammo upgrades. Good lord, I can't talk. You have to forgive me, I can't talk. Mostly because I put this anti-toothache thing on my gums and it numbs it, and so it kind of feels like when you go to the dentist and they numb your gums, and so it kind of feels like I'm slurring. So one of them was for shuriken. How about that? What the heck is that other thing? Anyway. Save. I like that you can save anywhere, thank goodness. And we're gonna go and continue on with Vela. Ichor. And then bam, back in the action. I love how things like, wah! And now this is when you start encountering cybernetic guys. I think this is homing missiles. I don't want to get that, because I kind of want to leave it for Juno. Never mind, I only have 5 homing missiles. I'm taking it. Oh, pistol capacity. Eh, who cares? This is where the level again starts getting to where you're not going to complete everything in your first time round, so don't even bother. Trying to snipe with a pistol. You can do it, it's just a little tough. I like military marches too, so this music is very cool too. Oh, those guys blew themselves up. That's cool. Makes my life easier. So there's multiple ways of entering this base. One is conventionally through the front door, but the other is through this side entrance here, which I, again, love. I love the option of multiple entrances and exits. Hey, Dark, how are you today? Blue key. I'm gonna take my time shooting every single one of these guys. Alright. I don't remember them squirreling around so much. Dark, if you haven't seen it before, this is one of my favorite games of all time. Force Gemini. I finally got a digital code for Jedi Fallen Order, and so I'll be playing that pretty shortly, but I love that. I don't know if I'd recommend quitting your job and going to join the Tetris World Championships, but if that's what you want to do, more power to you. I could have sworn that there was another room in that upper area. Maybe it's this away? I don't remember being exclusively blue key locked. Yeah, there we go. This is what I was looking for. I remember this. And I think this is sniper rifle. No, sniper rifle's later, I think. Nope, this was sniper rifle. There we go. Okay. The cyber versions of these bugs take so much damage. Okay, sorry, I misread that. I read that too quickly. Perfect timing on that full heal. Control bursts. Alright. So Icor is actually the home base for most of Mizar's fleet, and that's basically what we're storming. But when we storm this, we're gonna find out, hey, we're not exactly equipped to handle most of this, so a little rough. Honestly, don't have time to worry about some of the, don't have patience to worry about some of that stuff. Yeah, her PlayStation turned 25 today. I mean, whatever. I've never had such brand loyalty to any one company where I'm like, oh, I'm so thankful this company exists, and you know, thank God like Nintendo exists and my life is so much better for it. It's like, you know, hypothetical situation, say you weren't playing video games, you would have played something else, or you would have done something else with your life. I never understood why this guy always tries running from one side to the other. Because If you weren't listening to, like, me recap stories, you would have listened to somebody else. Eventually. Nature hates a vacuum. Somebody would have done that anyway. Full health. Loving it. I remember this one room always irritating me as a kid because my timing was always terrible, and you have to have really good timing to get past all these little pushing things. They don't do any damage, they push you off. Ah, see? They do stuff like that. Oh, I guess it does hurt you. You just have to have perfect timing to get through them. Ah, come on! I think you always have to jump for that last one. Oh, that's too much. This one I think it does it 3 times. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes! You have to jump towards the end, that gives you just enough momentum. Alright, so this is the atypical, like, sliding thing puzzle. Not really a puzzle, it's just tedious. Yellow all the way here. Alright. Forgot how slippery these controls are. I keep wanting to use my right stick to look around, but that's not what that does. It still treats itself like a single... I need yellow here. I think I just need red over here, don't I? No, I need yellow all the way over there.
is correct. I need purple over here. I need red first over here. Actually, I think this is enough. Yeah. There we go. Actually, I don't even know why I'm collecting these guys. You can't collect all of them in this stage, I think. In this one part. I could be wrong. Maybe you can? Hard to say. There you go. Easy peasy. Okay. Shit. I forgot that guy spawns there. Oh yeah, there's no point in me getting those bears because I can't get some of those ones that are very tall rafters. I need the jetpack. I'll save who I can just to feel better. Let's see, is this right before the boss? Can't be. I think there's a little bit more. There's the outside area, I think. Yeah, that's what I thought, the outside area. Love the splatter. Give me those heads. I think what the heads do is they unlock cheats in this game. I think that's what collecting enemy heads does. I don't think there's a story reason for it. And the cheats don't really do anything other than give you skins. Which is fine, you know? But this is back in the day. Alright, this is one bridge I remember you just have to run. You cannot stop. Is there a life lock on this? There is. Man, the sniper rifle doesn't pierce through shields? What a lame sniper rifle. Okay. I do also... How did you live past that? Stop running. I do love how the tri-rocket launcher actually shoots 3 rockets and that spiral out. I love that. Okay. Now I think we're right in front of the boss. Because I think in front of the boss is the only place where you ever have just rows of health and ammo. Because they know this is a boss room. They just stack you with everything. And I think once you get the magenta key, that's what unlocks the second half of the base. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here we go. Boss fight. This one I remember not being that difficult. I think as long as you shoot when they're flashing, you kill them. I love a small detail up here. Where, like, you think it's a platform. And then you have these ants that are laughing at you. It's just, like... small world detail. It's like, you're about to get it. And they know you. They think this is going to be, like, a slow, dramatic death. Again, slow, dramatic reveal. I like the build-up. I like how they stopped and salute. I always think it's really cool. Good angle shot that reveals not only the scale of the enemy bunch of fight, but also, you know, good perspective from the soldier side. There's good cinematography in this game. You know, for such a simple old game, there's surprisingly really good cinematography. They didn't have to put this much effort in, and they did. And I really like that. The solution, like most things, is violence. Where's my homing missile? Thank you. How did that miss? Come on, stupid bug. Damn it, it's juking me.
This is the part that sucks. Because now you have to, like, try to hit this stupid thing with slow-ass weapons. I wasted all my good weapons already, it sucks. I didn't, and this is actually good punishment too, because I wasted all my good weapons on the first half and was pretty sloppy with it. So now it's like, alright, well, you want to beat this thing? It can't fight you, but it's doing its best just to dodge you. Like, damn, this sucks. I should have saved my homing missiles for this part. Where's my sniper rifle even? This thing just dodges the shotgun like nothing. Wait, can I restart this fight? There we go. Restarting the fight, because that was very poor pacing on my part. Oh, I don't even have enough health to go through on this. That's fine. Alright, so we're gonna lead with Tri-Rocket Launcher. Botch. Jesus, those claymores just broke my health. Damn. Yeah, that was me just getting wrecked. Those things kill me more than anything. Let me tell you what. That's okay. We're back in this. Still gonna lead with the rocket launcher, though. Oh my god, you see that? Why was that so much faster? Oh my gosh. I like how that one rocket, the two missed, and one just like headshotted it. I have no idea why that was so much easier the second time round. I wonder if that boss glitched. that first time round, because it just, no attacks kept happening, it just kept floating around. Weird. I've never had that happen before. And I've played this game many times. Alright, well that's another boss down. Bag him and tag him. I know, that will always be my legacy, Dark, is beating that Kingdom Hearts boss with infinite health. Good lighting, again, good cinematography. And then, hey, look, it's your doggo friend. I forgot there's the unique music for this one cutscene. I love how the machine gun is making pistol noises. And it's also apparently the most accurate thing on the planet. And there we go. I don't think there was anything else in this whole area. I think that's it. Alright. World is over. I'm 136% accurate with that rocket launcher. How do you like that? And I love how the next world is going to be just Mizar's Lair, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to Lupus, now the final member of the Force Gemini crew, and honestly one of the most fun ones to play as. Playing as the dog is always fun in most games, and Lupus is no exception. It's a dog with a gun on its back. I also love the music for this level too. You're gonna hear me say that a lot. I love the music in this game in general. It's a dog with a machine gun. It's a dog with a shotgun. That's right. And so Lupus, his abilities, he can hover for a little bit. It also whines when it gets shot. Just like a real dog. That's brutal, sorry. Damn it. I fell down here already. Incidentally, Lupuses are kind of like the hardest levels, though. And the game knows that. I don't have grenades! Damn it! I don't like the shotgun in this game. Thank you, machine gun ammo. I need that. I mean, I don't get why only the machine gun pierces shields. And, like, almost no other weapon does. Not even the sniper rifle. I don't get that. The Feywilds will be full of sentient corgis. That's very you. All these rooms seem like they're just empty rooms, but if you look up, you see they're actually parts of other parts of the station. Again, I love the extra verticality this game provides. Gotta come down here once I get whatever weapon that is. I'm trying to remember what that is. It could be grenades, it might not be. It's best to clear these rooms anyway. Lupus is a very good Space Ranger dog. In spoilers, he also turns into a tank dog later. I'm like, what a different thing, and I'm okay with this. Mark. don't have the red key yet, so we gotta do this. Darn it. Because other characters will have to jump past these annoying platforms, and Loop is like, ha, I'm a dog. Whatever. See, sometimes the fights go that fast, and sometimes they don't. I never understand it. Now this one you can't jump, you have to get proper. Shit. Oh, damn it, I had it and I lost it. This is what makes this part so long, is because if you drop in any of these rooms, you gotta go all the way back. I'm like, Force Gemini, you have some old school mechanics that are tedious, but damn it, I still love you. You're lucky you have a banging soundtrack. What I appreciate is that the game, once you get jetpacks, gets so much easier, and you're like, oh my god, I remember when I had to do things the hard way. No! Yeah, this is OBM favorites. It's not backlog Battlefields, although we are, like I said, I got Jedi, so we are going to do that very quickly. Again, we play all the goatees. And I still got plenty for backlog Battlefields, even though we've done a good job of staying on top of it for this year. But yeah, you know what? Nanomaster is right. Every once in a while, it's good to just sit back and play a game that's near and dear to your heart. There were a couple of candidates that I could have played, but I felt they would have been, like, the popular choices that a lot of people are already aware of. Like, I love Majora's Mask. I would play Majora's Mask. I love Final Fantasy VI. I would play that one. You know? Yes. Oh, I had it! My nerves got me. My nerves got me. And I felt I had to correct with a jump. I love Gears of War 2. I love Resident Evil 4. And I love Force Gemini. I love God Hand, but God Hand is a tough game to get going because it's only on PS2. And I don't like most PS2 emulators. They're already paid in the butt anyway to try to get for recording, much less streaming. I love Disgaea. Hey, welcome back, Ragnarok. So for me, playing a lot of my favorites that are not RPGs. Why did I jump it? I mistimed that gap so bad. What am I doing? I'm not focusing. I'm jabbing on. That's what I'm doing. And sometimes it's good, especially after a stressful week like Black Friday week, just chilling, you know? I wish I could play Pokemon Gold and Silver, but I don't have a good... I mean, it's so easy to play a PC emulator, but I don't know. I don't want to play an emulator. So, of the Final Fantasy mainline games, the Final Fantasy that I do not like the most, ironically has my favorite character in it. My least favorite Final Fantasy, because in its original release, I did not like the overall design of the world. I did not like the incredibly badly done saga-based battle system, and that is Final Fantasy II. Did not like Final Fantasy II the very first time. Now, when they remade it on the Game Boy Advance and made the system actually more playable, then I really enjoyed it. Because then you could actually enjoy the story. But that was a game where it was just, the gameplay made it so hard to enjoy the actual story that it was such a miserable experience playing it. But I love many of the characters in that game. That was just like I said, it's a game that made its gameplay prohibitive of playing the story. Wow, did you see that? That guy pulled out a grenade, the other guy fired, it hit the guy's grenade in his hand, and blew all three of them up. That's hilarious. Well, that was funny. I guess I don't have the green key. Okay. Yep, Minwoo. Minwoo is my favorite Final Fantasy character. Give me that red key. Give me your head. Wait a minute, I'm missing an enemy? How am I missing an enemy? There's no other enemies in this room. There's no enemies down there, I know that for a fact. What is this game talking about? I think the materia system is a garbage system. I think Final Fantasy VII has one of the worst battle systems. Oh, see, when I come on this side, then those enemies come out. I see. Seven has one of my least favorite stories, not because of the characters, but because of the way the story is constructed. It has so many plot holes, it is distracting. I think the battle system is so incredibly dull. Final Fantasy VII is a game you can brute force. I hate it when people give that comment to 13s like, oh, you can just press X to win. No, you can do that in 7. In fact, speedrunners love it. The fact that you can just mash attack and brute force your way through everything. There is no strategy at almost any given time in that entire game. It is such a brain-dead game. And at the same time, I hate the materia system because I hate grindy systems, and there's nothing more grindy than that stupid system. It is a worse system than what 6 introduced with the Esper system. They took the Esper system and made it more grindy. And like, I hate the games just make you jump through all these useless hoops. It was so dumb. Now, what 7 did that was kind of fun was, even though it was a very linear game, very linear experience, and the overworld is very poorly designed, I did like the sheer amount of mini-games it did in between each segment to kind of liven things up and change the gameplay pace. That was one thing I will give it compliments on. But 7 is, I wouldn't say it's my least favorite, but it's definitely not anywhere near one of my most favorites. Because that's just it. Most RPGs, you're going to be using the strongest thing. You're going to use, unless you have to like meter yourself out, you're going to use the strongest things at any given time. So that's not unusual. But in 7, the fact that you can get through everything using just the most spammy things is ridiculous. Alright, Dark, I'll see you later. Hopefully get a chance to come on at a later time. Good talking to you when you could. But yeah, Ragnarok, if I haven't already expressed it, I hate many things about 7. I wanted to make an entire video, trust me. I've had that almost half written, where I just explain everything I cannot stand about that game, and why I look forward to the sequel. But I don't like making, you know, like, hate stuff, because that's not really what I'm all about. Yes, it would vent me out, and I would be able to vocalize myself, but at the same time, you know, hate's a very strong word, because there are many things I like about the game, but there are just more things I dislike about the game. That, since it's having a remake, I genuinely feel I'm probably going to enjoy this remake more than the other one. But I also hate what the remake's doing, in which case, it's cheating. It's not going through and being the whole game. It's segmenting itself for no other reason other than a quick cash grab on the name itself, and I hate that. It's such an intrinsically selfish grab. I always remember like wondering what the point of this room was, because it doesn't do anything. I love the oboe. Listen for the oboe. I love it in this music right here. And the strings. So good. I also love how there's something behind the waterfall. This isn't my favorite level gameplay-wise, but I do love its music. Later when you come back to this world with jetpacks, I love the cliffside ascension. It's so good. Sorry, I remember for the longest time missing these two upgrades right here. So cleverly hidden. Alright. I don't like the sphere grid system in 10, and I also hate how long it takes to get the ultimate weapons. It's, again, a lot of unnecessary grinding. However, I do disagree with you in terms of the cloisters. I did love the cloister trials. I did like the puzzle way that they interrupted the linearity of the game, and I loved their theming. I also did love the way that summons in that game were used as actual characters rather than as just simple animations. And Blitzball, I personally really enjoyed. Most of the characters are hit or miss, so it is going to be based on if you like those things, because you're going to be doing a lot of it. So in your case, because you didn't enjoy it, that's rough because, unfortunately, you are going to be suffering through a lot of it. So I can certainly understand that. Whoa, look at that guy. He got stuck on the leg of his other friend. Ooh. Turned that corner a little too fast. No need to waste ammo. Just peg these guys from here, and that's that. Oops, whoop. I love exploiting old 90s AI. Because the game's gonna be cheeky, so am I. That's what you get for waiting around the corner for me. Get out of here with that. Alright. Why is it taking so long to kill you with that machine gun? 3, I would have to agree with you. I didn't care for it too much. Probably for most of the same reasons. Like, a lot of it was alright, it just wasn't very memorable. I don't hate 3, I just never found a reason to keep playing it, because I played the original, then I played the DS remake, which tried to add more story to it and improve the music quality, and I thought the 3D aspect of it was kind of nice. But for the most part, it just wasn't enjoyable. Can't get here without the blue key. I remember coming here, and this dog right here is unkillable, and that always bothered me. I love how there's a foot of a tribal in here. Suggested darkness. Yeah, I remember you saying you love Cloud of Darkness. And I love the mole guy that you approached earlier. It turns out they love running a slave mine. And they're like, hey, how's it going? I like slaves. I'm trying to remember, where was the magazine that this guy wants? If I haven't run into it yet, though, I probably don't have it. Crazy how that furnace also... Oh, look at that thing. Jesus Christ. It used to freak me out that you couldn't kill that one dog. Not that, you know, I feel you should be killing dogs, but that's a bad dog. It needs to be put down. I believe we can snipe this guy. There we go. Never underestimate a solid pistol in many games. I don't know, I really like 4. 4 I thought was very enjoyable for a lot of reasons. I felt 4 was when they started doing better storytelling in a group versus trying to make it about one person, which isn't an easy thing to do. There are many games that have a lot of group members, and they don't do anything with a lot of them. But 4 did make a very concerted effort to balancing out the story and making many segments about many different characters. Yeah, it's kind of cheap how many times a lot of the supposed sacrifices were actually just fake outs. A little bit cheesy, not a lot of gravity there, but it was rough. One thing I didn't like how After Years tried to do was try to basically re-step a lot of the original game. I don't know. It didn't feel like it had an impact because you could tell they were going for nostalgia value, which isn't, in my opinion, the best way to cash in on a sequel. It's good to have nods, but not when it's not a nod, it's literally a carbon copy. Dang, can't get up there.
finally getting some decent upgrades. Finally get some decent combat now. Only one more of these guys. I have to remember the strafing in this game is a little wonky. Come on, come on. Get up there. It's just above where you can get. Alright. Good news is, these levels are so long that it takes so long to get anywhere if you fall. Which is nice. That'd be very irritating otherwise. Got all the tribals this time. I guess this wasn't such a long level. This is a level... Where are you going in such a hurry? Alright. Finish this up with a little pistol action. You know what? I don't feel the junction system was a mess. I actually really enjoyed the junction system. The junction system did exactly what it was supposed to do. You take magic and you make it your attributes. You can have some incredibly broken combos that way. To me, it was one of the most... It wasn't the most intuitive way of doing things, but once you understood its rules, honestly, I thought it was one of the best systems out there. Now, was it tedious to draw magic all the time? Absolutely. Very tedious, very dull. And that where I feel where the gameplay went to a slow halt, I understand how some people didn't like that. Also, how a lot of like really good, very valuable spells were very hard to get to, or you had to draw off the right person, which took time. So I get it. But to me, I thought the junction system was a great system. I was okay that the enemies scaled with you, because not too many games do that. That's a very rare thing. And it was one of those where, again, you cannot brute force that game. You have to use tactics, because you could try getting stronger, but then the game gets stronger with you, so there's no point. I kind of like it because at that point, anytime where you have to stop and grind something, I feel it's poor pacing in a game. Because the romance wasn't the main point of the story, as much as some people say that's what it is. It's not about the romance. It's not. That's a secondary plot, 100% through. The story is what it always was in the very beginning. It's about stopping a big sorceress. That's it. They're just on a very long journey to do so. So because it's such a secondary plot element, it doesn't bother me. That game has an excellent soundtrack, though. And you don't even have to take my word for it. There's a reason why it won music awards. It is so good. But, hey, that's a subjective taste. Here we are in our mandatory lava world. The main baseline beat of this reminds me of the Beetlejuice. I've always thought of that. One thing I now notice is that only Juno has Floyd. No one else has Floyd, it's just Juno. This is another one of those levels that also has a huge amount of variations, shall we say. Yeah, I always remember it was very odd that Lupus never got grenades until this point. I love how you have to grenade them out to make it open and stay open. Very cool. Also, one thing I love about 8, the Ragnarok ship. It's funny because that's your name right there. I love the Ragnarok spaceship. It's easily my favorite out of all the Final Fantasy airships. It's just so damn cool, and it's a spaceship. Sorry, I love sci-fi. Sorry, not sorry. So when you have the opportunity to go into space and do cool stuff in space, even though you don't really get to do all that in 8, that's still a badass spaceship. And its red design and grappler claws remind me of Outlaw Star, which is always a cool thing. So I love it. Very cool. Right answer so fast. That is the one thing I love about the Final Fantasy series, is that each of the installments are so different. That if you don't like one, no big deal. Don't worry about what you don't like, and just focus on what you do like. Because there's so many options. Thank goodness, I was getting tired of not having machine gun ammo. Alright. Also, the doors in here, it's like we're inside a beast. That's always a cool dungeon design thing, is you're inside a giant beast. And just the way those doors peel back is kind of gross. Very cool. Wow, I can't believe I killed him all with a shotgun. The thorax. There's another one where there's no point worrying about all the stuff you can't get to because you can't get to a lot of stuff. I remember you posting your tier list. Honestly, posting a tier list is something I kind of want to do myself. So... I never rank things in terms of top 10s or most favorite to least favorite, even though there is definitely a least favorite for me. Only because I like things for different reasons and I dislike things for different reasons, so not as straightforward for me to just put things in a numerical order. It's easier for me to just kind of put it like, well, I like and dislike this about as much as this game compared to this game. I feel everything's relative, and that's why I prefer tier lists over just straight up numerical lists. Or ordering least to most. If you really put a gun to my head, though, I could probably figure out which games I like more, which games I like less. But if I have the preference, I prefer not to. Oh, I don't know if you ever noticed this too, but one thing I love about this game, you never stop to reload. You have ammo, you just fire your weapon. That's it. Just hold down the trigger. How many Life Force doors? Did I miss one? I guess I did. I like how the door growls at you. Alright. Phew. These guys are getting tough. I have to focus on that for a little bit. Get wrecked. Full health right there. Let's see. I do like 6 is of course still my favorite. I really like 15 a lot. I do love 12, original 12. That's the only one I played. 9 I really enjoy a lot too. My favorite Final Fantasies are basically what I call the Ito trilogy. You know, 9, 12, and 6. Like I love those 3. I love those 3 that Ito directed. I love his style. Hiroyuki Ito. Alright, guys. Get out of here with that. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the magenta key is somewhere over here. Oh wait, you do have Floyd. Why wasn't he the first part of the game? Or the first part of the level? That's so weird. Now, say you were to include the spin-offs, Ragnarok, where would you rate those? And granted, I would say the spin-offs against themselves, not the spin-offs against the mainline series. Although there are some of these spin-offs that I do prefer over the mainline series. Where do you think you're going? Got shimmying. There's a shimmying and nonsense. lab situation relatively unharmed. Oh, there's a magnet. Magenta key. That's right. I remember looking for this forever, and it just kind of blends into this rock. So this I remember being a crappy stage and I hating it. But alright, let's do it. I hate these void levels, but we gotta do it. Come on. Oh, I got merit? How do I get merit? Collect at least 8. I collected 10. What? Whoa, how did I miss all of those? Good lord. I hate these levels so much. You want to talk about controlling like ass? Jesus Christ. I don't get why it says collect at least 8, and I collect 8, and it's like, oh, well, you know. Oh my god, this effing game. I'm right next to this thing, and you won't say I grabbed it. Alright. Like, I love this game, but it does some shit that I hate. I'll take that bronze. I don't even care. Yeah, it looks like I was collecting little chromosomes for some bizarre reason. DNA strands. Well, actually, they'd be DNA strands because chromosomes would be like X and Y. Or like double-stranded, single-stranded. You didn't like Crisis Core? I like Crisis Core a lot. Crisis Core, I think, had much better storytelling for anything in the Final Fantasy VII universe. I've already been here. Where am I going next? There we go, that's where I need to go. Yep, this is the boss room. Here we go. This boss I remember being very tricky. If you don't ration your ammo properly, you will die. Very long reveal, I know. I wish my rocket thing lasted that long, good lord. Only in cutscenes. I like how the giant mantis just sits down and just dares you to come closer. I like how he knocks him over. Again, good cinematography here. I love the camera angle. The shadow being reflected. Here we go, boss time. This is a very challenging boss. Let's see if I remember how to do it properly.
Ah, I missed. Whoa, I cannot actually fire towards that thing when it's over there. I legit can't fire towards it. It's so weird. There we go. There we go. So if you time it right after it flashes, it breaks very quickly. Like that was too slow. It really bothers me I can't throw anything against that. That was a good shot, but only one rocket hit. You gotta watch the back, too. There we go. Because the back row guy will also fire on you. And that's a distraction as this guy fires at you. There we go. Get out of here with that. I've gotta make do with that homing missile launcher. No cover now. There we go. Alright, now this is where things are gonna get feisty. They're both gonna come in here and be really rude to me. It sucks that they're invincible for such a short window. Or for such a long window, I mean. I should have saved my tri-rocket launchers for that. I hope they're getting really close because I'm about to die. Like I said, the pacing of this fight is how you allocate your rocket ammo. That's basically it. I'm about to die. Man, this sucks. Alright, redo. got that one pretty quick. That's not counting? I can't believe that's not counting. There we go. How did that miss? Oh my god, the hit detection sometimes. I love how just one rocket hits. Good lord. This game sometimes. There we go. We're gonna use just homing missiles on the rocket itself. I'm getting roasted by these rockets. I thought World of Final Fantasy was charming. It had an interesting battle system, that's for sure. I didn't think it was super interesting, though, if I'm being perfectly honest. I plan on recapping it at some point. We're in better shape now. Hey, I got one. All right. Why was that so much easier than the first time around? I swear. I guess sometimes I'm just hitting... I guess I was just whiffing too much. Yeah, they wanted you to grind for different monsters and configurations in World of Final Fantasy. I thought the battle system was creative and interesting because, you know, you got rewarded for trying different things. And status effects mattered, which I always appreciate. A game that bothers to have status effects. So...
I missed a health upgrade at some point. I was okay with Tama's speech thing. Didn't bother me too much. Where was the final upgrade? Well, I'll have to come back to this planet anyway, but still. Alright, we got all 3 characters to Mizar's lair. I won't spoil it, but this is not the final world. And I think it did a great job of making you think you're getting to, like, oh, you're really getting to the final area. I love how each of the 3 Gemini combatants have to go through a drastically different level. I love that. I think we'll do the 3 of them, and then we'll do the first Mizar fight, and then we'll call it a night. Where the heck is the last one of these, though? I don't think I missed anywhere, but I could have. I wonder if it's on this planet. Alright, enemies, come on. It's running away. There we go. Look at that reflection, that mirror-like surface. Night vision goggles. And you only use it for this one level, in this one section. At this point, you're like, this is very cool. Even though it's nothing but a filter, it's still very cool. I also like the music in here too. This is another one that has good music. I like it. Rushing me down like that. Good lord, stop that. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm supposed to go, but I think there's more treasure to be found around here. Yep, some more treasure. Here we go. Boop. And I think it's where we started too, so we went full circle. Alright. I think as I go through more of the Final Fantasy games to recap, we are starting to dig deep because we're getting into just spin-off territory. I do wonder how what people think about the side stories compared to the main line, because there's some like tactics that people absolutely adore, and there's some like World of Final Fantasy they've never given a chance. Okay, and this one I recall, you have to get just enough boost to get back there. Obviously, being a dog, Lupus cannot ledge grab. There's the last two. Alright, cool. There we go. It's these two for this area. Alright, so we're gonna leave this part. And we're gonna move back over to... Yeah, Juno's fine, because Juno's part isn't super interesting. RPGs take up so much time, though. People have to realize that these games, they do not make easy. Or they're not easy. I mean, they are easy for the most part. They don't make short. And there's not a fast way to go through a lot of it. Sometimes what I have to do... probably by intent, you know? There are plenty of games these days that don't offer ledge grabbing, so... I wish ledge grabbing was a universal constant, but it's not. I love this slow tunnel build-up to a wide open area expanse. It's one of my favorite ways to open up and reveal something. Juno's all like, knock knock, I'm coming in. I don't think there's anything off to the side. Let me check. You never know when there's secrets. I do think it's funny how this map basically tells you how to progress. In which case, that middle torch is actually fake. Oh, I forgot that there's a little thing there. Little upgrade. So the reason why I spent so much effort on those guys is because, if I recall correctly, there's a big guy right past here waiting to shoot you in the back. No? Okay, must be the other room. I guess I'm misremembering. I guess when there was a guy over there that always shot you in the back. Simple treasure room. Nothing but upgrades. For your ancillary garbage, sure, but... Hooray, the shotgun. Whatever. This must be the room where they backstab you. I'm trying to remember. It's one of these rooms. Yeah, this room just starts loud. There we go, that's right. I knew there was a guy up there who was always trying to, like, backstab you. There we go. There are many times in this game where you walk in a room and it's just a kill zone. And you have to be fast. Otherwise, you're just gonna die. I remember as a little kid thinking, Why? What's up with this? How come I can't go anywhere? It's just these small areas. What's going on? Where the heck am I supposed to go? And I'm pointing out now because it's, you know, it's kind of obvious, but it's like, this was obviously the hint for where I'm supposed to go. I like the way he just falls flat. Just something just kind of flops down there. I like the chains that hang down from the ceiling there. Very ominous. Oh, that's right, it is crap. Wait, why do I have no homing missile upgrades? Try to remember the way out of this maze. It's been a long while. I like the after effects of that. Very nice. I can't remember if that's the exit or this is. Pick up all the bugs. All right. I think this is the end. I think. I remember stressing out for a long time. How the heck do I get past this this lava thing? And I'm like, you die every time you come across lava. And then you realize Juno's special ability is you can walk through lava like water. I'm like, it was literally fear that kept me from crossing that for such a long time. Because there was never any indicator that, hey, by the way, Juno can walk through fire. Or he can walk through lava, but still gets hurt by fire. Go figure. No, I think because he's immune to fire. I think maybe because you jumped through the torch is supposed to be your hint. I don't know. It's very weird. So now we have Juno. And now we're going to switch over to Vela. I like setting up more of the big reveal for the bad guy. What's Zelda Classic? Is that some sort of software thing where you get to make your own Zelda games? Oh, thanks for pulling yourself up. Whoa, I've never been knocked back that hard before. Ah, gosh darn it. And Vela's ability is she can swim. If I recall correctly, there's only one room with an upgrade. And the rest of this is a loop, I think. Is it in the style of old NES Zelda 1? Is that what it is? Crap, I'm going around in circles now. Crap, I think I'm legit lost. I always get lost in mazes, good lord. If I recall correctly, taking a right here and then I think a left here brings you directly to the exit. Let me check something real fast. If only it were as easy as me feeling like making my own Zelda game. I feel there's a lot more careful design for that. That I just don't feel I have the talent for. Game design is not an easy thing after all. No, here it is. I think this is the exit. Yeah, this is the exit. Bingo. Got all the bears. That's done. Alright, done and done. I love how Vela comes out, like, you know, from the water. It's kind of cool. Alright, real fast. I want to figure out where did I miss Lupus's health thing? Because he's missing one, and I thought I got them all, but I clearly missed one. Let me see. Excuse me. Where is the health upgrade? Let's see. I'm looking at a guide right now. I'm like, all right, where is this health upgrade that I missed? for Lupus. It's very weird for me to miss anything first time round. I wonder, back on the spawn ship maybe? There might have been one on the spawn ship. We're gonna check that out. I'm always wary about bootleg versions of games because, for example, there are many times where I feel like they're fun variations or even improvements on the original one, but there's just this thing in me, this I don't know, standard that feels like because it's not official, I don't feel like I want to play it. Even though the quality is arguably so much better than what the actual official product is. I think part of the reason is sometimes you encounter some of these and the story is just so bad. We're going to where I think the health upgrade is. Alright, so yeah, it should be... Alright. I definitely got it over here then. Because yeah, I remember jumping down here and getting that. Shit. Lupus can't open his door. What? This is actually a secret area that damn. That only, I think, Juno is supposed to be able to go through. But I thought you could enter it as Lupus. Alright, so I was wrong. That's not where the upgrade was. So we're gonna go now to Rithessa. see, I got the health upgrade over there. Man, I'm lost. Where the heck did I get my final health upgrade? I could have sworn I've gotten all of them already. Let's see. Let's at least double check to verify that we've gotten all in one over here. Alright, so we got Rithessa. Because we definitely got the one that was over there. I guess there's only one in this world. Alright. I'm gonna double check Eshbone. I know I got the one by the pool. Oh, it was right there? How did I miss that? Oh my goodness, I'm so dumb. So I have to go through that entire area again. I might. A crystal made of nightmares. Interesting. The good news is that once you kind of beat an area, you can kind of run through it the next time. You don't really have to worry too much about it. Oh, except for things like this, where... I forgot about those stupid life force doors. Get over here, stupid. When there's less care and abandon to go in the world, you kind of get through this a little faster. Going dark. Flashbang through the door. Good news is that I don't think it's a Life Force door. I think you just go through it, so you can just ignore everybody. That's another thing I do like about this game, is that you will have to revisit areas, but the areas are fairly small, and that helps when you're revisiting them. Because your initial time through, they feel like really big gauntlets of death, but then when you go through them, you're like, okay, they're actually relatively small, and I can kind of just breeze my way through. When you don't have to worry about rescuing the tribals, not a big deal. And there you go. We're back to where we were. Easy. I love how you can go back to where that last person was, as long as it's on the same planet. Alright, so we're going to stop there for today. This is a good stopping point. We got pretty much, we're now halfway through the game. Getting everyone to the centralized point. One of my big reveals is coming up very soon. I love the big reveal that's about to come up very soon. And it's such a cool way to progress the plot and advance the characters in not a very story-driven game. But it's such a satisfying way of doing it. But I'm going to save that for Sunday, for the main Sunday stream. So, thank you so much for watching, Ragnarok. Thank you so much for hanging out. Dark, appreciate you hopping in when you did. And, yeah, still going to go back and working on Lost Odyssey. Hoping to get that out sooner rather than later. Getting on to the next thing. And, yeah, continuing more Jet Force Gemini this Sunday. Or maybe even sooner. Maybe even tomorrow night. Depends. But, yeah, look forward to finishing us up. Puts a smile on my face. One of my favorite games. Doesn't have to be popular to be fun. And I'll see you in the next Battlefield. Thank you for watching.